A friend of mine in Phoenix had bought this Venus water ionizer and thought it was not working properly, so he sent it back to me to test it. And actually, I'm just going to be testing it and selling it as a refurbished model. He did not think it was working in his Phoenix water, and I just am going to go ahead and start the testing while I'm talking. The one thing about this Venus water ionizer is the flow control knob itself is a very good feature. You can have it turned completely off, turned a little bit on, or all full blast. You can just kind of set it to your flow that you want right there at the dial, which is really a nice feature. That means that if you wanted to, you could hard plumb this directly into your plumbing, which, you know, without having to buy a G2 faucet or something like that. And that's just an extra little feature. This is level 4. I'm going to just go right to the gusto and test level 4. He was in Phoenix. He was getting, what did he say? I think he said maybe an 8. I really kind of feel sorry for, I do feel sorry for people who cannot, who have problems with ionizing their water, especially in Phoenix. It's just a very high TDS and very, very, very hard water. And just so you know what I'm doing here, I collected the alkaline water in this cup and the acidic water here. And while I'm talking, I'll just go ahead and, well, I guess I'll turn this off now. I'll go ahead and test the alkaline water. But anyway, on his acidic water, he just could not get it below 6. I think, under the best of conditions, 5 pH. And then also, he couldn't get it above like an 8.5 or something like that. And I just wanted to show you, this is level 4, and let's see what it's getting up to. The Venus is a very inexpensive water ionizer. Basically, it's just a terrific water ionizer though, because it's got a lifetime warranty. It's got all these features. Look, it's got a 10.2 pH and a negative 746 ORP. Wow, that is just terrific. And this is an ionizer that, quote unquote, was not working. But see, the thing is, it's the source water. Now, there is something that my friend can do. There are some options that I will write more about it in the blog that comes along with this video. I don't want to bore you right now with that, but there is no source water that cannot be fixed so it can be ionized. Anyway, isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to go ahead, that was level 4, and I'm going to go ahead and test just the pH for the acid water and see, because he was not getting anything at all worthy of mentioning. I mean, it wouldn't even kill germs, I don't think. I don't know, he might have gotten 4 pH at some point. And let's see what this gets to. Oops, can you see that? Anyway, that's not terrific yet, but it is going down, so let's let it settle. This is much better than what he was getting, 3.5. Now, if anything under 4 is a good acid, and in particular if it gets under 3, it's really good, because under 4 kills germs. You do not always need to get under 4, by the way. You're washing your hair, like beauty water and things like that, or watering your plants, you definitely do not want to be under 4. You want to be more around the 5 range. And that's all explained in your user manual and also on my website. Look at that, a 2.9. Now, my friend was going to send this back to the company, and and he just was thinking he just got a bad ionizer. But that's not what the case was. This was, wow, this is like an impressive water ionizer. And I have to say I'm really lucky here in St. Louis because our tap water is so good. That's a 2.8 pH. That is really, really nice. I think he's gonna, you know, be happy to hear maybe that the water ionizer is working, but what it means is that we need to fix his water and get these numbers. If these numbers can be gotten, then these numbers can be gotten. It's plain and simple. You may not get exactly the same numbers everywhere in the country, but you should be able to get, hold on a second, what am I going to do here? All right, so you should be able to get a good pH range and a good ORP with your Venus water ionizer. It is a good water ionizer, and I'm just wondering why it actually is very attractive to me. Now that is not a large water ionizer. It just is really about one of the smaller ones, and to get that strength of ionization is pretty good. Now this is not a new filter that I'm using. This is my year-old filter, by the way, in case you're wondering, oh, well, you know, maybe there's you know, something in the filter. No, this is an old filter. So there's nothing, you know, there's no funny business. This is definitely giving us good readings here. So let me just try level 3, because, you know, on all the water ionizer tests, you know, the people who test the ionizers are not thinking about all these other levels. And I try to, if I'm going to go ahead and bother doing a test, I just want to, you know, cover all the bases. And people might not drink level 1, but, you know, there are some circumstances where you might drink level 1. Let's say, for instance, you're just getting started. You might drink level 1. Now, while I'm talking, I'm just filling the cup with alkaline water, and the other cup I'm filling with acidic water. And so just so you know what I'm doing. But anyway, you know, you could, there are circumstances where you would want to know what is level 1 of that ionizer. You know, maybe you have you wouldn't give alkaline water to a baby. Their bodies are too alkaline to begin with. I mean, not too alkaline. Let's not say that. They are perfectly alkaline. That's the actual truth of it. And so you would not do that. But let's say that baby or child was consistently in trouble with runny noses and other signs of acidic body. For babies should not be continually getting like ear infections and runny noses. There might be a circumstance where that one particular baby, for this reason or that, well, hold on a second, this is level 1. All right, well, obviously the ORP is just lightly ionized, but I'm going to put that down for a second. I'm going to wiggle this pH meter and see if I can't see what in the heck. Oh, okay, there we go. Sometimes that pH meter gets stuck when the last thing I did was acidic water. These meters do not like to go from one to the other. So it looks like about an 8.5 pH and a negative 148 ORP. And that's really what you're looking for with a level 1. So I'm very, very happy with that result now for level 1. I'm going to turn these meters off and stick them in my solution in between, because the care of meters is something that is not always the easiest. And one thing I really meant to do, and I haven't been doing, and I should start, is this little reagent. Because a lot of people wonder, well, does that reagent really tell you the real answer? So I think when I get to level 3, what I'll do is I'll test the alkaline water with my meter and also with the reagent and see if they're equal to each other. I mean, I'd be curious to see that as well.